From 2007 to 2011, Aussies everywhere were glued to their screens as they watched the action unfold on hit Channel 9 drama Sea Patrol. Over 4 years and 68 episodes, the crew of the HMAS Hammersley patrolled the northern sea border of Australia, encountering everything from foreign fishermen poaching fish, to smugglers, political unrest, asylum seekers and more. Since the show wrapped filming, many of its stars have gone on to star in major projects, including in a number of Hollywood television series and movies. So scroll on and catch up with the cast, or should we say crew, of Sea Patrol and what their lives look like in 2023. John Batchelor, Chief Petty Officer and Charge Thorpe. For the 4 years that Sea Patrol was on air, John seemed to be everywhere. As the show wrapped up, he starred as Peto in beloved Australian film Red Dog, Cue the Waterworks, had a guest stint on Home and Away, starred in films Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, and even had a role on True Story with Hamish and Andy. Whilst he hasn't had an acting gig to the same scale of notoriety as Andy, his LinkedIn shows us that he's found other ways to keep busy, working in radio, as a voice-over artist, narrator and in theatre with the likes of Bell Shakespeare and Queensland Theatre. Matthew Holmes, Chief Petty Officer Chris Swain Blake. Following Sea Patrol, Matthew's acting gigs were sporadic, with guest gigs on NCIS, True Blood and CSI to name a few. His last performance was in 2018 for TV miniseries Pine Gap as Prime Minister Philip Burke. Lisa McCune, Lieutenant Kate McGregor. After a 6-year stint on cop drama Blue Heelers and then 4 years on Sea Patrol, Lisa was, and still is, one of Australia's most well-known actresses. She went on to star in a number of shows, notably Reef Doctors and How to Stay Married after Sea Patrol wrapped in 2011, as well as a number of Opera Australia, Bell Shakespeare and Sydney Festival productions. In fact, you might have even seen her as Elizabeth Lane in the 2022 national tour of Girl from the North Country. In 2020, Lisa confirmed that she had split from her husband of more than 20 years, Tim Disney, whom she shares 3 children with, and that she was happily single. Christian Schmidt, able seaman Robert J. Roe Dixon. After shaking off his sea legs, Christian went on to star in Packed to the Rafters as Alex Barton and has Mick Jennings in Home and Away from 2016 to 2017. Since then, he has remained relatively quiet and lived his life outside the public eye. He shares 1 child with wife of 20 years Deborah Clay. Ian Steinlake, Lieutenant Commander Mike Flynn. On-screen appearances have been minimal in the 12 years since Ian last graced our screens on Sea Patrol, but according to his LinkedIn and Instagram biographies, he works as a singer, musician, voice-over artist, master of ceremonies and MC. Kirstie Lee Allen, Chef Rebecca Bomber Brown. After leaving Sea Patrol in the 4th season, Kirstie has made guest appearances on CSI, NY, The Secret Daughter and most recently, in 2018, Chasing Comets as Leona. From her social media activity, Kirstie seems happily married and is now a mom of 1. Nikolai Nikolaev, Leo 2 Dad's Kosov Meyer. Nikolai has been booked and busy since Sea Patrol ended, with roles on Daredevil, The OA, Mike 22 and most recently as Ivan in the 4th season of Netflix smash hit Stranger Things. He really has taken the world by storm. Jay Ryan, able seaman Billy Spiderweb. Another big star to come out of Sea Patrol was Jay Ryan. If the name doesn't sound familiar, perhaps his role as grown-up Ben Marsh in IT, Chapter 2nd of May jog your memory? Has also gone on to star in Go Girls, Beauty and the Beast, Mary Kills People and a number of other television series whilst enjoying life as a dad to daughter Eve, born in 2013, and husband to wife Diana Fumana. Jeremy Lindsay Taylor, Petty Officer Pete Buffer to Mishevsky. The list of post-Sea Patrol acting credits is long for Jeremy Taylor. From roles in popular Aussie dramas like Love Child, Heartbreak High, Puberty Blues, Offspring, Home and Away and Playing for Keeps just to name a few, Jeremy has made sure to keep himself in the spotlight. In fact, his most recent project, Transfusion, has just been released on Stan. David Lyons, leading seaman Josh E.T. Holiday. Soon after Sea Patrol, David was cast as General Sebastian Monroe in the NBC post-apocalyptic drama Revolution, in which he starred from 2012 to 2014 alongside Twilight actor Billy Burke. He then co-starred with Josh Duhamel and Julianne Hough in romantic drama Safe Haven, based on the best-selling book by Nicholas Sparks of the same name. His most recent television appearance was as Detective Alms in Truth Be Told.